All right, so we're here with Safwan El-Mansari, who's coming off a big weekend in Boston.
Yeah.
Saf, I'd love for you to tell our viewers about your races this past weekend.
Yeah. So this past weekend on the Friday, I had a 400. It was my first 400 in quite a while, so I was excited to get out there and run a time. I felt like I was going to PB because it was so long since the last one. So yeah, I just got out there, mindset of just getting out there and putting down a time, and I came through in 23 seconds for the first 200 because it's on a banked 200-meter track. It was at the track at New Balance, wonderful track. And then my finishing 200 was absolutely amazing. It's the best finishing 200 I've had in a long time. I think I closed in like a 26.2 or something like that. And so that just shows that the strength work that I've been doing with Steven and like the work that I do with Helen has just been paying off, and that my close has gotten so much faster. And then the next Saturday at 12, so I had like around a 20-hour rest. At 12, I had the 800. I had the goal in mind of just hitting 152.5 or something around that. And so I just stayed behind my pack. The pack was a 151 to a 152. So I just hung on. I stayed in third for most of it. We came through in around a 54.5. And the 600 came through in 123.5. And I tried to pass on the last lap. I got stuck on passing around the curve, so I lost a bit of time there. But I still got away with the win. I out-leaned the guy, and I still hit around a 152.4. So I was super happy with that result, given the conditions. And yeah, I was just really, really happy with that. It shows my fitness is good enough, and that come outdoors, I'll be ready for some bigger races. And then later that day, I had around a 6-hour break from that, and then we had the 4x4. I wouldn't say it was a lot of pressure, but there was a lot of expectations. We really wanted to hit U Sport Standard. The team hasn't hit U Sport Standard in 10 years, so it was awesome to finally get out there. All the guys showed up. We had Joel, myself, William Harris, and David. All of the guys showed out. They all ran amazing times. I think everyone ran a PB, if I'm being honest. And we knew what we had to do, and we came out to do it. And it was just such a fulfilling experience to like be able to go out and run such a good time with the guys that you see all the time at the track and that you've come so close with. It's just a great experience. And that was the end of the weekend. It was a super good way to end it.
Saf, that's amazing, man. It's 10 years since you guys have Ottawa.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, what is coming up next? What is next in terms of competitions, events, and your own schedule?
Yeah. So this coming weekend, I'll be racing at the Ravens Last Chance meet. I'll be racing a 600 there, and I'm going to be hoping to get the U Sport Standard, which is on a flat 400, which it is at LR, because it'll be at LR. It's a 118.80, which is a challenging time, but it's not something that I don't think I can do. Everything that I've been working towards with all my coaches and all my teammates, like it points towards the fact that I would be able to hit that time, and there's no reason that I should doubt myself. There'll be great competitors that'll be here as well, so I'll have people racing with me. By no means will I be alone. And then we won't have to race a 4x4, which is great news. I won't have to like kill myself almost to get the 4x4 in. So that's really relieving that we hit the U Sport Standard earlier, and that now we can kind of rest and just focus on ourselves until championship racing. And yeah, so for OUAs, that'll be during my reading week. And it's I think we leave on the 19th and we'll be back on the 23rd, so it'll be a long trip, a lot of studying to do. But I'll be racing a 600 and a 4x4 there. I'm also looking for a PB at the meet this weekend so that I can get into a fast section at OUAs, and then hopefully that'll force me to run a faster time than usual. And yeah, so for the rest of the season, basically we're just focused on 600s. I ran a 1K. I really enjoyed it. I kind of wish I ran another one, but you know, you kind of have to focus on the things that are more likely to do you good than bad. So we're going to be focused on the 600.
That's amazing. And the last thing I'll ask you here, Saf, is that you had mentioned the CTFL and the draft.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So could you speak to us just for a moment about what your aim with that is and what's coming up with the CTFL?
Yeah, so the CTFL, it's an awesome league made by Quinn Linus. It's basically a league that makes track and field a more team-based sport. And I was really looking forward to get the standard there, and I was able to do so in Boston, which was awesome. It was 152.5, I think, and I got 152.4, so we're right in there. Hopefully if I do get drafted, that'll be awesome. It'll be a great opportunity to race against some insanely fast guys and an insanely fast field. more often during the season, because more than likely, if I don't get drafted, it'll just be a couple of meets where I'll get some fast competitors. But if I'm able to get into the CTFL, I'll have 2 more meets where I'm racing the fastest guys in the country, and it'll be great to push me.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Seth, thanks so much for your time, man.
Thank you.
Congrats again this past weekend, and best of luck this time.
Thank you so much, Steven.